It's me, the Goblin Boy who loves Dune. I'm here.
Oh no!
Oh, this is worse.
Oh my God, are you ready? I'm ready for my first podcast appearance. Hello, boys.
First and last.
Oh God, please. No, please don't put me in the trash.
That's where you belong, though.
No.
The trash is the perfect place for
fuck,
this.
I've already put him back in my pocket. Goblin Boy who loves Dune is in my pocket, all right? He'll come let me out. No, okay, back in the pocket, buddy. It's okay. Shh, go to sleep, go to sleep. You can't see him right now, but
Wow.
I've got him in the stranglehold. It's fine, guys. Shh.
We haven't even said the name of this podcast, and it's already fucking on point.
Hey guys, and welcome to Technicolor Trainwreck. I'm one of your conductors. What's my name? All right, Fish. Hey, what's going on? My name is Fish, and I'm joined with, who's this guy on the left? Pick one. One of you pick to talk. Just go. Just talk.
I'll be on the left, I guess.
I
Hello, I am Tithus, your resident goblin. Well, I would say resident goblin, but that pocket fuck over there is stealing my thunder.
No, don't worry. He's not. Trust me. He's done the big schleeb. We're good. All right, and on my right is. Who's that?
Hi, I am the narrator. How are we this evening, ladies and gentlemen?
Very concerned.
Well, they're not here, so I mean, like, they can't. You know, they can't hear us, right? You know that, or no? Okay, that's fine. Anyway, so welcome to the podcast. This is a Technicolor Trainwreck. Apparently, I'm going to be the main host, I guess, and we're going to be talking about all kinds of shit. And I do have to preface this by saying we are not experts. Man, we're not even trained. Hell, two of us aren't even working right now. So what's it matter?
Oh, ouch! Wow. Okay, we're throwing that in already. Thanks.
That's me, and also me. But anyway, it doesn't matter. We can cut that out if you don't like it. But anyway, all right. It's all
Derek.
cuttable in post, baby. Anyway, so we're not experts. We're not professionals. We're not even trained. But we do know what we like. And because of that, we're going to talk about the things that we like and some things we don't like. And hey, we're not experts on movies, all right? We're not the Flophouse, all right? We don't do movies. But we do just do things we enjoy. And today's topic is... What are we doing, boys?
We're doing Dune.
Yes, we're
2021 Dune.
Oh, wait,
Dune.
hang on. Sorry, he got out of the pocket for just a split second.
Nope.
It's okay. It's okay. Okay.
Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me.
Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me.
And cut.
Okay.
That's
All right,
that's going to be a fine from the mouse.
Yep.
Oh, God. All right. So can we just go ahead and start off on what our basic opinion about the movies are? You can literally just say a yes or a no, and I'll tell you why you're wrong. Go ahead. Tithus, take it away. What the fuck's wrong with this movie? Yes or no? That's not a question.
I actually genuinely liked it, and I went into this movie with zero exposure to Dune. Never read the books, never saw the '84 original or the 2000
We
TV
probably should have
series.
specified
But yeah,
that. Huh? Which one we're doing?
yeah. I said Dune 2021. I
Lucky
said that.
you.
Don't worry.
I didn't. I just said Dune. So yeah, we're watching the 2021 one, and it is part 1. Dude, I tell you what, when I fucking saw that it said part 1 on the screen, I was like, oh shit, I gotta come back. Honestly.
I saw on Twitter a couple days before that it's like one of like 3, I guess, and they got Wednesday is when they greenlit for part 2.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, narrator, hit me with it. Hit me with that shit.
All right. Well,
Slap me clean in the face with it.
if you hold still, then sure. But
Can't hit what you can't see, bitch. Come here.
Make it count. Make it count.
all right. So I'm going to take a quote from Jeremy Johns, who's a wonderful YouTube movie reviewer. It kind of summed up how I feel about the movie. An orgasmic audio-visual odyssey of galactic proportions.
Wow, that's a lot of magical words.
Yeah, that's
we just look
buck
like idiots.
wild. I thought the movie was beautiful. I thought it was just the scope of everything made it feel so big and epic, but I do have some opinions about the
Opinion?
Yeah, I have an opinion. God
In
fucking
this
forbid.
economy?
I was going to say, on the internet? What the fuck, dude? Who's got time for that?
But yes, I do have opinions, and I do have stuff I want to say, but we'll get to that.
Oh, we will, eh? Okay. So I'm the only dipshit here who didn't take notes because I was really afraid that I was going to upset people that I went to go see the movie with. So I'm just gonna say yes or no to the things they say, I guess. So whoever wants to start with a point.
Wait, before we continue, should we do like a quick synopsis of the movie so people know what to expect?
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
Guys, this is Dune. It's a movie about doing spice, which is apparently what the kids call it these days, and it's about riding sandworms and also galactic C-SPAN.
Could you imagine?
I try not
Galactic
to.
C-SPAN,
Anyway,
God
go
damn.
ahead.
So, quick synopsis of the movie. Paul Atreides, a brilliant and gifted young man born into a great destiny beyond his understanding, must travel to the most dangerous planet in the universe to ensure the future of his family and his people. As malevolent forces explode into conflict over the planet's exclusive supply of the most precious resource in existence, only those who can conquer their own fear will survive.
Dun, dun, dun.
No,
Basically.
it's Dune. You were close.
God damn it. I had one job.
You were very
I'm-
close.
I'm fired. Okay, I'll see
All right,
myself
that's it. The
out.
Goblin's coming back out.
Please no.
Goblin gets this. Goblin boy who loves Dune gets to sit at Tythus's mic. Congratulations. It was a privilege, not a right, buddy. All right. So, yeah, it's an interesting fucking movie. I'll be honest with you.
Real,
Yes.
like, I'm going to say it right here, right now. Oscar Isaac stole that show.
Yeah, he was really good.
That holy shit. His character is probably my favorite part of that entire movie.
Guys, I kind of forgot who Oscar Isaac is. Don't crucify me.
Poe Dameron from Star Wars.
Yeah, he plays the dad in the movie. Duke.
Oh,
Duke
yeah,
Leto
dude.
Atreus.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got him Googled up here. Now it's cool. Yeah, I remember this guy. Oh, dude, this guy's fucking awesome. He was great in that movie. You're right. Hell yeah, dude. I have to say, I was not expecting Jason Momoa to be in that movie, but man, I did like his character, especially the fact that his name is Duncan Idaho.
Yeah, so Jason Momoa being Jason Momoa in a movie, go fucking figure.
Look, dude, he will always be Khal Drogo in my mind, all right? That's neither here nor there, I'm just saying. To see him not talking in some crazy alien language and being obsessed with trying to overcome some country somewhere else it's a whole thing. I just kind of figured that's who he was as a person for a very long time. Turns out he's a real human with normal civilized interests. Can you believe it?
Go
And he
figure.
mostly wears a shirt, usually.
Him without a beard was weird, though. Like,
Oh, what the fuck, dude? That was
Spoilers.
so fucking weird. The spoiler is that this time Jason Momoa doesn't have the beard.
Dave Bautista out of nowhere, like, what the fuck? I was not expecting that. I was like, oh, shit. I know this guy.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. All right, so yes,
Where did you all watch the movie? Like,
Where?
how did you consume this content?
okay. So let me start. I said to my wife and our friend, "Hey, we're gonna go see this movie," and I know the movie theater in the time. And then we showed up 15 minutes early to the wrong movie theater,
Oh,
and then we
no.
flew across town and we managed to get in and see it in the shittiest movie theater I've ever been in. But we did get to see it, which was pretty fucking cool. I absorbed it in a movie theater that was mostly empty, and I was like, "This is not a good sign." I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this movie if like 3 people showed up. But it was cool. It was a good movie.
I saw it on HBO Max, and let me say, this is a fucking garbage app. That is in my notes. Is that HBO Max
Okay,
is
okay.
a
Hot take?
poopy app.
Oh, actually, I've just done some cursory Google searching. Turns out that's a very, very cold take. I'm sorry. Most people seem to agree with that. Oops, my
But
bad.
no, because I streamed it on my television to the Google the Google Puck thing that I connect to it. It's just fucking
The Google Puck.
yeah, that just lets me stream shit to my TV. And the amount of times when like I'd go to pause the movie so we'd go use the bathroom or do whatever, and the app would be like, brain go Bert, and just not work, and have to restart the whole app to get back into my movie was very frustrating.
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay. And what about you, narrator? I if I recall correctly, I got a message from you at like 2:15 in the morning saying I finished it. I'm like, Oh, that's no good, dude. Are you sure that wasn't a dream? Did you fall asleep?
No, I did indeed watch it.
Okay, yes.
For all intents and purposes, let's just say I streamed it.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. You obtained it by any means
Yes,
necessary.
and I
Got
watched it on my computer, and I watched it with a very good set of headphones. I would like to say though, to everyone who is listening, go see it in a theater.
Oh,
yeah, this is
okay,
definitely
okay.
a theater movie.
Oh my god, dude. I do have to say there were several times in this movie where I just let out just a crazy fucking loud fart and nobody heard it. So there's something to say about that. I could feel how loud the fart was. You know what I'm talking about? You ever just feel a fart that was just, you're like, wow, if I was deaf, I'd know this is a loud fart still. It's not important. Don't worry about it. Anyway, what I do have to say
Stay on
is
target.
that, yes, this is... Never. No, I do have to say this was definitely a good movie to have, like, surround sound head, like the fucking big speakers around you that really make you feel like you're part of it. Dude, you gotta have it with that for sure.
Get that real feel of the bagpipes.
Yes.
Oh my god, dude, I was really surprised by that fucking just whipping out bagpipes mid movie. I'm like, oh,
Bro, I loved
what
the
fucking part
bagpipes
is
in
this?
that movie.
Like I saw
They were actually pretty legit.
that was like space bagpipes. Like yes.
Also in my notes,
dude.
bagpipes are baller.
Yeah.
Wow.
As notes go, that is a good note.
Man. Jesus Christ. So, I just really quickly, I wanted to double back around to that Jason Momoa thing. Not about his beard, but do you guys remember the scene where he's, like, doing the fighting and whatever, and then he just sort of dies, but then gets up with his second life behind them and just is like, no, actually, I'm not done yet. I just thought that shit was so fucking funny. That's all.
That falls into that spoiler territory, my dude.
I don't know about that, because, he did get up. It's fine, it's cool. Sometimes we die, sometimes we don't. Okay?
Respawn. He pulled his Sekiro second life.
Oh my god, yeah, his Sekiro second life.
It's not a spoiler to anyone who's read the books, so he sort of comes back as a clone.
Oh. That's...
Yeah.
Oh god, why do I have a weird feeling that we're going to be returning to the Dune well a few more times, guys?
This is a wealth of content. I'm
It's
guessing
a wealth of something?
Yeah, because we talked about watching the '84 version, and we're probably gonna have opinions about that.
We might have a thought or two about it. Who knows? Who's to say?
I just want to see their tremor worm. That's it. I want to see their version of the butthole worm.
Oh my god. Yeah, dude. So, I do have to say, narrator, you had spoken to me briefly about the idea that there were all these other movies that came out and were inspired by Dune and all these specific topics. I did not realize that, like, how many things there were in Dune that actually were inspired. Like, Tremors, I don't think would have existed without Dune. Let's be
Agreed.
real. I love that movie. I've watched all 4 of them. They're not good.
Oh,
but
there's more than
hey,
4.
I love that movie. Okay, I've seen the main 4. Everything after that it's non-existent. It just doesn't exist. I'm fine.
So you didn't watch the one where the tremors were in the Arctic?
No, I did watch the one where they were in the Wild West, though. This is getting off topic. I'm just saying, like, I love giant sandworms, and I had no idea this is where they came from. So I was pretty fucking psyched to see them, and I think they did them pretty fucking masterfully, especially that first one that's just fucking massive. I loved that shit, dude. I loved those giant fucking sandworms. Now, tell me what you guys think of the giant sandworms, and tell me whether or not I need to buy a plane ticket.
They look like the forbidden butthole.
What did you say to me?
They look like the forbidden butthole.
What? This man out here. This man out here telling me somebody's prolapsed anus is running around the desert looking for food.
Oh no. Forbidden fleshlight.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's going for that spice. That spicy butthole layer.
It's spicy, all right.
Oh, Jesus wept.
Where the hell am I? Okay. So basically the opinion is sandworms are cool, and then 2 different opinions about a fleshlight and a butthole that has escaped its master. Okay. Cool.
Real talk though, as you guys know, my favorite author being Jay Kristoff. In the Nevernight books, there's these things, these worms in the desert that are. It felt like a nod to Dune, and then like the more because like I said, this is my first any exposure to Dune, and them talking about what attracts the worms, and there's like in Nevernight, there's this thing that's like the magic that they use causes them to go crazy and attack, and it's like okay, that they, like a great nod to classic sci-fi.
Yeah, dude. But like that's the thing, right? I gotta say something really quick. I don't know if this is the same thing for like all the Dunes, like including the books and all, but I was watching that, and you know how like 80s and 90s sci-fi has like it has a look to it, you know? It's very influenced by Star Trek and Star Wars and stuff like that. This is like
Yeah, absolutely.
This felt genuinely like uninspired by that stuff. This felt like genuinely like what perhaps an alien civilization may look like. You know, like we got the flying dragonfly ships. We got just like
which were
they
fucking
were so
awesome.
fucking cool.
I love
Yeah,
those
they were
ships.
What they call opticopters or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Opticopters, I think.
Yeah.
And I love like the fucking crazy carriers that just like expand balloons and then carry the fucking giant space Roombas where they need to go. Oh, dude.
It feels tactile. It makes it feel real, and that's what I love about Denis Villeneuve and the way he makes his films. Arrival is another great example. Same thing with Blade Runner 2049. Blade Runner 2049 felt like a real tactile world.
I want to see Blade Runner. I've never seen it.
I've seen the original Blade Runner. I have not seen the sequel.
Fuck yeah. Are we doing this? We're doing it, boys.
Fuck it. Yeah, let's go.
I'm down because
Okay.
the Blade Runner series is one of my favorite movie series of all time.
yes.
I love Blade Runner.
Okay. Also, we probably should have specified at some point that we do like video games and stuff and like music as well. Whatever. It doesn't matter. We'll leave this in. They'll figure it out.
Any media that we can fucking consume.
Anything, including a VHS on how to fucking train your farts or whatever the fuck.
Oh God, I don't look forward to that.
I do because
I didn't take it home with me in case anyone's wondering. I just left
what?
it at my friend's house.
Oh, okay. I was like, I thought you left it on the shelf. I'm like, who's
I didn't
selling
get a
VHSs?
response from you guys, so I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this.
Well, what am I supposed to say?
Become a
Fucking-
fartiste?
this
I don't know.
This man's found how to train your farts, and I don't know what to do with it. He says he wants to watch it, and I'm like, I don't know how he's going to watch it. It's a VHS. He can't put it in his computer.
I have a VHS player.
Unless what? That's not our bit. We can't do that. Oh, I'm sure there's... Dude, I'm sure there's some hipster out there who has one, I'm sure. Jesus fucking Christ. All right, anyway, back on topic because this is going to be hard.
Oh yeah.
So, okay, what else do you guys think about this movie? Tell me more, because I don't have any notes.
I really appreciated the different forms of communication that they used and how they conveyed it during the movie. Like the sign language, I thought was pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, dude. What about the voice? Any thoughts on the voice, boys?
Oh,
Who are the judges on that anymore?
Who are the judges? What? Fuck you. This man's making sick references to shit that nobody fucking watches, as usual. Anyway.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, I thought the voice was fucking cool, and I'm talking about the fucking trope, not the fucking TV show. Anyway, I thought it was fucking cool because I had no idea what was going on at first, and I was like, oh shit, this is basically fucking the Jedi fucking Force going, we don't know anything about the droids or whatever the fuck. Like they are.
These are not the droids you were looking for.
Yes, I don't know my fucking. Doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm sorry,
we
I've
need
just
to find
triggered
a new co-host narrator.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I just thought it was very cool because they were using it very diversely, I guess. At first, it was just like, hey, give me that water, and it was like, get the fuck out of the room, and I was like, fucking do extreme murder, then evade your taxes, and it was crazy, dude. It was crazy. I may have made up a couple of those things, but it's cool. Don't worry about it. You just take my word for it. It's cool. So now I have. Go ahead, narrator. I can hear you sharply inhaling.
Yeah, I'm ready to talk. If you don't mind me branching off from the voice thing, I just want to talk about one of my favorite scenes in the movie.
Yes.
I forget the name of the actual ceremony that it's called. I think it's called the Gom Jabbar. It's the box scene when the mother of the Bene Gesserits. It was that scene where they brought Timothée Chalamet's Paul. Like his mother brings him into the room with the head of the Bene Gesserits, and brings him in and then just abandons him in there. And she puts him on that test, puts his hand in the box, and she's got the needle to his neck. I thought that scene was brilliant. Probably one of the, if not the best scenes in the movie.
So it's interesting you say that, because I felt like there were a lot of scenes where I was watching them and I'm just like, oh, what is happening? And that was one of them. One of the other scenes was the one where, sorry. One of the other scenes was the one where they, the mom is like lined up with all the like the workers of the other planet, and she like stops one of them, and she's like, "You've got a weapon in your bodice," and she takes it out, and then she fucking just loses her shit. I don't know if you remember. The lady just starts crying and like breaking down. And it's just like, what is happening? I don't understand. And I still don't understand what that scene is. I feel like it's a weird buildup for maybe the second or third part. But right now I'm like, what the fuck was that? So
are we going to have to read?
Yes. Can you briefly explain to me what exactly is happening with this box scene that makes it so good? Because I personally don't understand it.
Well, from one, I haven't, like, I'd like to clarify that I have never read Dune. I've never read the Dune series. But I come from a long line of family and family that, and I'm friends with a lot of people that have read it, and it's like the quintessential science fiction novel. Like it is the basis for I think it's the basis for modern sci-fi, personally, from what I've read and what I've learned about it.
Yeah.
In the book and versus in the movie, I mean, the scene's pretty much dead on according to what Denis Villeneuve has said in interviews. He tried to get it as close as possible to the book itself. But what I like about it is that it's a test of Paul Atreides' humanity. So the act of putting his hand in the box, it's stimulating his nerve endings to cause pain. He has to try and take control of his animal instincts. Like, as she says, like if you like an animal will chew its arm off if provoked, or like if given the right incentive. And she asks him, "What will you do when you're in pain?" But that's not the only thing about the scene that I like. One, it seems like it's awakening something in Paul, which is it leads up to more with the Dune series afterwards, because he's supposed to be basically Space Jesus.
Yeah, something like that.
Spoilers, dude. Again, sorry out there, everybody. I'll put a big spoiler at the start of this.
Oh my god.
So, but I think the big thing for me is just the way the scene is shot. It's very dark. The room is very darkly lit.
Sure.
The balance of light and dark in the room makes the head of the Bene Gesserit, I can't remember her name. It's bothering me now. Oh, the Reverend Mother. That's it.
Okay.
Makes her seem so imposing, especially seeing as the fact that she's one of the only things that's lit in the room properly.
Right.
And because of the hat she's wearing and the veil she's wearing.
That crazy fucking hat.
She seems taller and more imposing than she actually is.
Right.
And then they, like, in the scene, she never takes the veil off, so it just disconnects her from Paul. Like, she's above him. He's not worthy to see her face. Mm-hmm. And there's an intensity in her eyes. And, like, the way the scene's lit, like, when you look at the box, it's like, when you look into the box, it's like an empty void.
Right.
That just, if you put your hand in, like, there could be anything there. There could be a giant spike that's going to bite your hand off. It could be filled with cotton candy. Who knows what's going to be in there? You can't tell, because it's just a void. It's an empty of light. It is a very, very well done scene. And all the shots of the mother outside of the room, having like a nervous breakdown, knowing that she might have potentially killed her son,
right,
because of her involvement with this religious order. Mm-hmm. But knowing that this is what she needed to do based on her own upbringing in order to bring to light this Space Jesus.
Jesus.
Whether or not her son is actually Space Jesus or not, we're not supposed to really know until later in the movie and later in the book series, but it's implied very early on, and this scene is the first inkling towards it. It's just a very good scene, and the acting in it is wonderful.
I've talked to other people who agree like that scene was their favorite scene of the entire movie.
That's interesting. My favorite scene is probably, I'm not going to talk too much about it, but actually like just like one of the last scenes. I thought it was just really cool at the very end. I'm not going to spoil what's going on. I'm just going to say everybody's like, all right, dude, you're going to die. And then I literally cannot talk about this without saying something, so I'm just not gonna. We're just gonna say my favorite scene is the end. My favorite scene is the part where it's. Oh, that sounds shitty. My favorite part is when it's over.
When I left the theater.
Honestly,
yeah, go ahead.
My favorite part would be. This circles back to what I was saying about how Oscar Isaac stole the show for me. It was the scene after the assassination attempt where he is going off on his advisor, and when he's trying to resign, he's like, "No, yes, you fucked up, but you need to make sure this does not happen again because you leaving is worse than this fuck up." And it just shows him as a great fucking leader, and just like. His character was just a great dad, a great leader.
He was deadly
just,
as fuck, dude.
Like wholesome space dad.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I have to say, like, his like final scenes in that movie were so fucking badass. That shit was so good. It was so good. I was like, no fucking way. Because, like, Ray and I were sitting there thinking, like, okay, this thing has happened to him. How's he going to make it work? And then what ended up happening was like, no fucking way. Like, I didn't think it was going to happen that way, I guess, you know? I mean, the motherfucker is just laying in a chair naked. Like, who's to say what's going to happen? We don't know. We don't know what could happen. This could very quickly, play the Pornhub logo. It could very quickly... I don't know where you go from there, honestly. So it's either that or something else. But I thought he was okay. Now that I know who this man is, yes, I do like this man a lot in this movie. But no, I also really like I cannot remember the name of the guy. Please tell me if you guys know it. The guy who's just like, you're not in the mood. Not in the mood. Mood is for fucking love and something or rather. It doesn't matter whether or not you're in the mood because you must fight when you must fight.
Oh, Josh Brolin's character, the fucking quartermaster. Yeah,
I liked him too because he's just I don't know. I liked all the main characters in that show, movie thing.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I like that. Also, Stellan Skarsgård, that leave it to that fucking family to fucking just take a scene and fucking dominate it.
Yes, I wanted to talk about that. Stellan Skarsgård as the Baron. Is probably some of the best casting I've seen in a long time. He was so imposing and grotesque.
Yeah,
creepy
dude.
Creepy as fuck.
Like, literally, I'm gonna get all political on you. Literally, the embodiment of capitalism. Like,
right?
Can I say something about that too? Like, his second scene is like. He's got the really long robes on and he just sort of hovers there. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was so like, what is this man? What is this man? You know? Because he's like...
space capitalism for you.
Well, sure. What? Space capitalism is hovering ominously. I mean, look, it's right there.
Say capitalists just hovering left, right, and center. Like, get down here, Elon Musk.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. No, I also really liked, as far like going back to like the grotesque thing, like he is it's funny because he's almost just like a fat man. Like that's all he is, but like he's so much more than that because of the way he acts and the way he does, just like in existence. Like, you see him hover there, of course, and then there's a scene where you see him on the ceiling, and there's a scene where he's sitting in like fucking swamps, Shrek swamp, and it's like, fuck, dude, this dude is doing anything but being normal. Why is that?
Fuck
Why
your gravity.
What?
Fuck your gravity.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just like, why is this guy... I don't know. I think it was a really, really good thing to make this guy look kind of normal, but still be insanely alienistic in his actions. I think it just worked out really well. It really sold it to me that this guy is not human. And that was cool.
Mm-hmm. And I do want to point out, too, I remember early on when we had decided that we were going to talk about Dune.
Yeah.
When remember I mentioned in the early conversations Jodorowsky's Dune.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 10-hour acid trip that never happened.
Yes.
Right. There are, I don't know if you guys knew this, but there are, like, Denis Villeneuve, he didn't want to just leave that under the rug. He knows it's one of the most popular unmade cult films of all time.
Yeah.
So in the design for I have it written here. In the design for Getty Prime, the home world for the
right, yeah.
House
Harkonnen. There we go.
straight out of. I actually have a note here that says it's straight. Oh, let me read you exactly what I wrote because I'm sure you'll get a laugh out of it. Getty Prime looks like H.R. Giger's wet dream.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, the establishing shot. I found the establishing shot reminded me of the opening of Blade Runner, which when we do watch that, you guys will see it. Mm-hmm. But like as if it was set in the universe of the first Alien movie.
Yeah, dude.
And like you can see it when you look at it. Like this is straight out of what Jodorowsky wanted from his Dune movie. It's gross. It's industrial. It looks wet all the time.
It's fucking black. I gotta say something. There's something weird about
oily.
Yeah, there's something weird about like wet, oily, like sharpness in like alien architecture that just sells it to me as like this is not human. You know,
This is Alien.
I like that a lot. Oh, shit.
Also, for the first half of that movie, there was a lot of fucking water for a movie about a desert planet.
Yeah.
Weird flex, but okay.
Yeah, well, look, dude, when the rest of the world's fucking thirsty as shit, all I got is fucking. I'm not getting into it. Never mind. Don't worry about it. I was gonna.
I liked that about Caladan, the actual planet from the Atreides.
Yeah,
like it's so much water and so much green. It's such a stark contrast between that and our Arrakis.
yeah. Oh, for sure.
It's beautiful.
I thought this place was fucking. Yeah, it. You know what it honestly reminded me of? It reminds me of like, fuck, what's that? What's the planet? It's the planet in Star Wars where everybody is just sort of hanging out. I don't want to say Coruscant. Is it Coruscant?
Naboo?
Where everybody's just hanging out.
Yeah, hold on a
Which
sec.
Star Wars?
I think the prequels. It's just like this.
The one that's just like one big city?
Yeah, I think it's in the first one. It's just like a beautiful hanging garden, sort of like stone.
Oh, Naboo.
Oh, is that Naboo? Shit, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The garden planet, pretty much, because Coruscant's just a fucking metropolis.
Yeah,
the entire
that's right.
planet is a metropolis.
It's just Naboo's just space Italy.
Okay, so yeah, a fucking heaven on earth. I get it. So that's what I'm saying is like it almost seems like Caladan is like their Naboo to their Tatooine, which is of course the fucking
Arrakis.
Yes, Arrakis. So it's like I don't know. It was just cool to see the contrast in a way that seemed very familiar to me. I suppose you could say. Mm-hmm. Oh man. So I gotta ask now, narrator. I'm sitting here with my arm propped up. I know you can't see this, but please just visualize me just leaning right next to you with my arm propped up. Hey, so why are you not sure you like this movie, bud? Tell me more.
Okay, so yeah, like early on, I mentioned that I don't know how I feel about it yet, and it's just Denis Villeneuve. I don't think he can do any wrong, really. Like every movie he's released is a banger.
Sure.
And along with Hans Zimmer bringing along his
Hans Zimmer,
absolutely epic score.
Yeah,
the cinematography makes every scene, every establishing shot from the beginning to the end feel like a work of art. But I hate the fact, even though I know it's a part one, it doesn't feel finished. There was not an Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. It was like Act 1 and half of Act 2.
I will agree.
Yeah, I feel that. The pacing was a little weird.
I was talking to Ray about this, my wife. I was telling her pretty much, like it felt like things were speeding up and then slowing down, and then speeding up and then slow, just like I don't know how to describe that without using my hands, but just sort of like going fast and stopping, and then speeding up and then slowing down, and it felt like the ending was at like a slow point. Whereas if that scene was meant to happen like 45 minutes before the actual ending of the movie. And I feel like it's an interesting way to stop because so what we've kind of gathered from the ending there is that he's going to go off and do something else. I'm not going to spoil anything, but he's going to go off and this is just one step on his path to doing X, achieving his goal, which is cool. It's great. But it almost feels like I said, like it should have been in the middle. Like there should have been some, I don't want to say grandiose, but like something bigger than that, He should have done something bigger than that to be the ending of the movie, especially considering the fact we were there for, I don't know if you boys know this, 2 hours and 17 minutes. That's a long fucking time to build up to something. So, like I said, that's my favorite scene in the movie is the last scene. But like, I gotta say, I just felt like, I don't know how to describe it other than just like, okay.
Wanting.
Yeah.
It left me wanting.
That's the word.
Exactly.
Unsatisfied. Unfulfilled. Whatever.
I would like to say, though, the funniest thing I've heard in reference to this movie was, oh, look, another movie where Zendaya is cast where she's unimpressed with some twink.
Oh wow! Wow! Oh, damn. By the way,
Accurate.
I have to say, I know that she, will probably get a bigger role in the next ones, but I was like, damn, they waited a really long time to reveal her. So
Yeah, for as much as they promoted her in like the promo teasers and the posters and all that, she has maybe 6 lines in the movie.
yeah,
And
Yeah.
2 of them are like, they're gonna kill you, dude.
yeah, exactly. And it's just like you're putting her as a headliner, you're promoting the movie as her as like a huge portion of this movie, and doesn't show up until like the back, not even third of the movie, like the last eighth of the movie.
Yeah.
And just what?
Yeah, and it's crazy too because you think of it, right? Like if you look at the movie poster, it's usually like Paul's in the center and then she's like right next to him, and it's like, dude, she's like almost nowhere in that movie. Like the mom has a bigger role in that movie and she's like 5 people back. Like, what are you talking about, dude? I don't know. I also have to say I was really uncertain how I felt about the mom for a long while, but at the end of the movie I was like, no, you know what? She was pretty good. All things considered, she was pretty good. I wasn't. Yeah. I was really confused because, like you said, there, narrator, about she let her son into this room with the high priestess with the box, and I sat there thinking, okay, she just sacrificed her son. But in hindsight, I'm realizing, no, this is actually like she has to do this, and she's praying to whatever her maker is to make sure that her son comes out safe. She does love her son. It's not just like I'm using him for political power or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
As somebody as powerful as she is, from her religion and all of this stuff, and like her like the what she is, she has a name like Jessica.
Oh yeah,
and she names her son Paul in a space future.
Yeah,
and we got like Duncan, Idaho, and everyone else has these sci-fi names, but we have Paul, Jessica, Duncan. What the fuck?
They're fucking milquetoast. What do you want?
To be fair, is that any better than Luke?
No, you're right. And I guess it's weird because it's just like Star Wars, I want to say, almost like eases you into the concept of like sci-fi a little bit more than this. This is like, hey, here you go, bitch, enjoy, and throws you into the deep end. And I love that. I love that for this movie, but like it is pretty jarring to have like people talking with the voice and shit and sandworms and whatever, and also your main character is some white dude named Paul. I mean, it's really all over the place. So
yeah, it's not for casual.
No
sci-fi casual sci-fi viewers.
Certainly
like people
not.
who are coming in after watching something like, I don't know, Men in Black, or like,
oh sure,
like they're like, I like science fiction, and the last movie they watched was, fuck, I can't even think of a corny science fiction film right now off the top of my head.
I do know though, like I'm glad that I watched this now instead of say 10 years ago, because as who I have grown to be in, like if I were to watch this in my earlier 20s, I would have been like, wow, this is fucking boring. Whereas now I can like appreciate more.
Hey man, in our early 20s we were still Naruto running, so it's cool.
I'm 32 next week and I'm still Naruto running, bud.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Some things never change. Oh my god.
Oh man.
So hit me with some more notes, boys. What do you guys think about this movie?
Well, can I say one more thing, and I'm sure you'll all agree with me on this.
Potentially.
Shoot.
It's one of the first notes I made when making my notes on the film. Mm-hmm. Like aside from the scale, aside from the cinematography, literally my third note here is the entirety of House Atreides is unbelievably attractive. How is this possible? Further research required.
Wait, hold on. Well, that's
right.
Okay, well, there's something to be said about that, though, because didn't they say that they spent like their whole like the last 8 generations or something like that, like honing in to make like the perfect person with their genetics?
Right. That's why Jessica is not his wife, which really fucking confused me when that got brought up, and then they explained it later on. But I was very curious about that. Like, excuse me, what?
Yeah, dude. They referred to him they referred to her as his concubine. I'm like, wait, hold the fucking phone. I was like, oh wait, yeah, but they seem like they love each other. Why can't they be married? And the real question is, did we even see, does the Duke have a wife? I don't recall.
No.
Okay.
It's just the concubine.
Darn.
Which I hate saying that word.
Yeah, it's not a good word, is it?
No.
It's almost like, a word that is like demeaning to somebody. That's strange.
It is demeaning.
Well, that is sarcasm. Yes.
Oh, okay, I wasn't sure.
Oh, I can taste it from here.
Oh, I couldn't. Sorry.
Palpable.
Oh my god. Anyway, so yeah, no, they're attractive on purpose, which sucks, man. I'm over here with my random ass genetics coming out with a 4 out of 10. I'm just saying, like these motherfuckers coming straight out the womb, walking at an 11, okay? And they can speak to anything that lives, apparently, dude. Okay, very quickly, can I say something about that fucking scene right at the very what was that? They're like in the triangle of protection, and they're just like, I don't think I want that thing in here. And it's like this 10-armed thing with like human hands that's eating out of a bowl, and they use the voice to get it out of the room. I was like, what the fuck is that thing? And they kept it in just enough They kept it in just enough darkness that you're never gonna know. And I hate that. I hate not knowing.
Don't worry, it'll crawl out from under your bed this evening.
Oh, perfect.
It got you, homie.
Oh, perfect. I love that. Thanks. Thank you. Time to never go to sleep.
What is sleep but a fucking illusion, dude?
What is sleep but a free trial of death? Okay, anyway. So, yeah. So, any other points, boys?
I liked it. It did leave me wanting more, and I will be watching part 2. Okay. I'm still hesitant for us to watch the 84 version because I have heard a lot of bad things about it.
I got shown some clips of the original movie after we had seen the movie from one of my friends, and he pretty much was showing me this shield testing scene. It's basically the same scene I was talking about before, where he's like, I can tell who you are based on your footsteps, and he's like, yeah, I could easily whatever. So I watched that scene back in the 1984 version, and these fuckers with their shields are so fucking goofy. Literally, they recorded the footage and then just sort of put like 3D models of boxes on top of them. It is quite piss poor. Speaking of, I know this is not a talking point, but I gotta say something. Those shields are so fucking cool because you can see how they work and you can see how they don't work, which is really important to me as somebody who wants to play in the space, so to speak. I
felt like I needed 3D glasses though, like the old school.
Yeah. They had a lot of really. I guess the phrase is avant-garde, just like very avant-garde scenes that I didn't get until after I would already watch the movie, and somebody had talked to me about it because I sat down and talked to, my wife and all. But like, that scene, I still don't understand it quite so much. Is the one where Paul is just in his room chilling and like a mosquito comes in. Like, I don't understand that. Like,
the hunter-seeker.
Yeah, what was that about? Who was controlling that? Do we know?
They
show it
inside the one that they show inside the fucking wall.
Oh, okay. I was not apparently paying attention. I'll be honest with you. I had never tried to focus that hard in my life on a movie, and it got really tiring very quickly. I was like, I need to be taking notes, but I can't, so my brain's gonna have to remember everything. Anyway, so I guess okay. Well, let me ask you this, gang. Do you want to call it here then? Do you want to say this is it? I mean,
can I?
If you want to,
I just want to record one little audio bit that I want to slip in.
Okay.
Back about the weird human spider thing.
Sure.
I want to say I'm such a fucking degenerate. I saw it and I immediately thought back to the first Spider-Man movie when he's doing the wrestling scene.
Oh.
And Peter Parker wants to call himself the human spider, and that's all I could think of.
Oh my god. Ugh. Disgusting. Can you
saw's ready.
Bone saw is ready. This is not helpful. Stop. No, it's funny you say that because now all I can envision is instead of Spider-Man in the arena, it's just that thing. It's that thing fighting just like wrestlers.
That would track with a Raimi movie, though, to be honest.
Oh it has hands to throw.
Oh my god. It's got hands to do a lot of things. Oh my god. That's vague and ominous. Enjoy. Oh my god. But no, I'm just gonna go ahead and say I fucking loved this movie. All things considered, I love the fucking random scene where they have to go rescue the Roomba, and fucking Paul is just in the desert, just wow, what the fuck is happening? Wow,
Don't worry, Paul. We're right there with you.
Same, pretty much, dude. Just wow, what is happening? He's just lost in this fucking nutmeg cloud, and he doesn't know which way is up. This poor fucker. I fucking thought that scene was good. There's so many really good scenes in that movie. Can I talk about really quick the whole fucking siege attack and how amazing it was? Like at first it was like, okay, we're gonna attack these guys at night, but then in actuality everybody's like, no, we're not just gonna let them take it, and then they just started fighting back and winning. That shit was so fucking good. Oh my god. Yeah. If they had played some like aggressive bagpipes, I would have started crying.
They were playing aggressive bagpipes.
Yeah,
that is why the note is in my fucking thing.
Okay.
Okay, bagpipes during the battle? Hell yeah.
They're called battle pipes, sir, when they're in battle. Okay, thank you. They
shoot flames and knives.
They also have chainmail. Don't worry about it. It's a whole thing. Nobody can stab the bagpipe. Anyway.
Before we wrap up, I just want to make one note, and I want to get your opinions on this.
Please do.
How did we all feel about Timothée Chalamet? Because I felt early on in the film, I liked Paul. I liked Paul's character growth throughout the movie. Mm-hmm. But my early notes on him were that he felt like a better version of Anakin Skywalker. Like Hayden Christensen style Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah.
Some of the line delivery was wooden. Some of the line delivery and some of the dialogue in the movie in general was not good.
Sure.
But some of it felt cold, and some of but the acting was excellent. And the delivery was like very passionate, especially from Gunnery Halleck, Josh Brolin's character.
Yeah, Gunnery. There we go.
So,
but I felt Timothée Chalamet's character was a little like empty almost for the first half of the movie, but as the movie progressed he got better.
Well, that's the thing, right? That's almost like the progression of his character is he doesn't really have like a purpose. He's just sort of like the squire. He's just the kid who's there. He's got this birthright, but he doesn't have any understanding of what it means yet. So he's just sort of hanging. But then as he finds his purpose and his footing, he sort of just figures it out, and then he sort of realizes like, oh shit, there's something greater going on with me. So sometimes young people, including myself, can be told we're one thing, but we don't know what that means until we actually do it. Do you know what I mean? Or we experience whatever that is. And I feel like that's sort of what his character is about in the first movie, is just figuring out, oh shit, I am greater than just one man. So, and I do have to say, he does have some really strong like Anakin vibes, but like Anakin from like the third movie sometimes, and he's just brooding enough. And there's a lot of scenes that remind me a lot of when Anakin's like laying in okay, we're gonna spoil this movie real quick, laying in the fucking volcano, and he's just sort of like, I hate you. He's got that face where he likes to like look down with his eyes up, just enough. Like it's very brooding, and I love that. I love that for him.
Yeah. I would say, like, just as another note, if they were at some point to do another movie that involved a young Anakin,
yes,
I'd love to see Timothée Chalamet play him.
Oh my god,
that'd be cool.
An intermediate, that
would be killer casting.
Tween
as far
Anakin.
As I'm concerned.
All right, guys. I think it is time. We need to start wrapping up. That being said, because we are reaching time. We were talking about for our next recording, we're gonna dip our toes into the pool that is the Resident Evil franchise, movies and games.
Oh, we're doing the movies too.
Oh, we can talk. Like I'm leaving that open for us all. Just.
Oh no!
A wealth of just content right there.
I have so limited knowledge of all of it.
Awesome! This is going to be great.
I'll send you a timeline.
Oh my god! No, please!
He doesn't have enough time to watch the timeline that I can send him. That's like 14 hours.
Yeah, no, it's brutal.
I can't do that. Oh no! Please. Okay.
Yeah, that series is rough.
Oh shit. Yeah. Okay. Well, if I want to be able to fucking do this in any kind of time, we got to start wrapping this up, boys. So let's do some.
All right, guys.
Let's do some housekeeping here real quick. Okay, gang? So we want to thank everyone who listened. You guys are great. And we are affiliated with the Twitch community team Integral. It is our home. You can find links to join our Discord community somewhere attached to this podcast, I'm sure. Reddit. We have a Reddit now. If you guys decide that you want to join it, it's going to be Reddit/r/ Technicolor Trainwreck is what you want to find, and we'll be there. You can talk to us, you can give us suggestions, anything like that, it's there. So go ahead and just jump into the community, join us, and let's have a fucking discussion about what you want to see next, guys. And We can also be found on our Twitch platforms, our own specific Twitch platforms. My name is Fish, as stated at the beginning. You can find me at twitch.tv/fishboystreams. That's FISHBOI streams. And these two guys can do their own.
Yeah, I am Typhus. You can find me on Twitch as well at twitch.tv/Typhus, TYTHIS. As Fish already said, we are all parts of Team Integral.
Absolutely. And you can find me at twitch.tv/IMV_narrator, all lowercase. And yeah, you can check us all out there. We are, like we said, we are a part of Team Integral. The information will be in the description with this video, or with this.
It's a video.
We're not doing a video.
It's a video.
The information will be in the description of this podcast.
Somewhere.
And
wait, so I've been filming,
on our Reddit
filming
page.
this the whole time for nothing.
Could you imagine?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh my god.
So if you guys have any points or stuff you want to talk about whether or not we missed anything, whether or not there's other stuff you want to talk about Dune, by all means, jump onto our Reddit page, leave us some notes.
Feel free to crucify us.
Absolutely.
Oh, thanks so much.
And I believe this is where this train is gonna stop. We can depart the train now, I think, guys.
That's right. Thanks so much, guys. We really appreciate the support, and we will catch you on the next car, baby.